Without using names, I'm sure many will know exactly who I'm talking about. A few years back, there was a young couple in a relationship traveling to different parks in the United States and vlogging their van life. After he ended up ending her life, we all learned about their past. The thing that messed with my head the most was his mother. Toward the end of my marriage, my husband was getting into trouble, got arrested, was going to court, and during all of this, I considered leaving with my child. And I also considered taking her to his mother's house out of state for protection from her son. It didn't end up happening. In my state, if you married him, he has rights and you can't just leave and take your kid from them. But I would have at the time. And how freaking scary is that now? This sweet girl moved from, I think, Pennsylvania to Florida to live with her boyfriend's parents, trusting they loved her and they would protect her. And she trusted they would keep her safe. So did her parents. And then, when she was missing, their little girl, the boyfriend's parents fucking ghosted them. A young girl is missing that lives in your house with your son, and you show your loyalty to him. His parents just kept enabling him. Called a lawyer, let him hang out with family and have a last hurrah and go out on his terms. And the money wasted on the manhunt for him after the missing girl was found was just as disgusting as his parents' loyalty. This entire awful case is a sad example of how disgusting morality versus legality can actually be. The biggest lesson here is we have to teach our children that this can happen. That if they trust their partner's parents, where is that line? The line between blood and what's right. I know that many of us have lived with our partner at our friends' houses and their parents at some point in time, and this is just something I never considered. Maybe because I thought everyone loves the way I do, or that they liked me more, and that held weight when it came to right and wrong. But it's not about right and wrong. It's about loyalty. We can't trust anyone when it comes to crossing their child. And that was absolutely a case where their son should have learned the biggest lesson of his life in a court setting at the very least. But even those we trust, or that we think love us in the same way we love them, we can never know. Until it happens, until you're in that situation yourself, what would happen and who would they choose? The movie The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood, and at the end of the movie, the mom had to save her nephew over her son because she knew that he was the evil of the two. This is the opposite ending of the case I'm talking about, but the one that we would all hope people choose to save the better human. But we've seen that's not always the case. Sometimes we save the wrong kid. Think of this case from time to time. The loss of her life is a lesson to the world. Be careful who you trust, and you can never be sure where the line of loyalty lies. And teach your kids this too. We all have to learn from her loss. And may her soul find peace. I am love. We are love. Namaste.